I want to introduce to you a couple of agencies. The Sealy Pregnancy Resource Center is a facility that has their offices and their location on our site. They came to us years ago needing some space, and we were honored to be able to partner with them. They work with people who need pregnancy tests, and then once they have their kids, to be able to offer them resources, training, videos, education, so that they are able to better be a parent and bring up their child. Some of these cases are mandated by CPS, many others are simply by the needs that our clients have. But I think the most telling statistics that we can say in the success stories of this agency is the number of people who come in who are abortion-minded or abortion-vulnerable and end up, because of the ministry that we have, end up carrying that child and able to care for that child. And in fact, in some of those cases, we've been able to baptize those children here at LifeBridge. That is the wonderful ministry that they offer, and so why we are so privileged to be able to partner with them.
What we want to do is look at the overall whole person. We're not just only looking at this little piece, oh yeah, we're going to teach you how to take care of this baby, but we want you to be the kind of person who's going to be a contribution to society. You a whole person who's empowered to grow and develop and also build your family and your children up so that they will have a better life and a better future. Ladies who don't speak English very well, so they're being taken advantage of. I have two young ladies here who are bilingual who will help teach them English. We have some young ladies that just are scared to don't know anything about pregnancy. We have pregnancy classes, we have prenatal classes, labor and delivery, breastfeeding, we have discipline for potty training, you name it. We've got over 300 different classes that we provide to these young ladies. We try to meet them where they're at and then work with them throughout. And so we generally will see a young lady from pregnancy until the child's third birthday. And by then, a lot of them are on their own, they're fine. And if they come to us when they're pregnant, by the time they get ready to have that baby, they should have everything. If we have run out of cribs, we will order a crib and have it shipped to their house. We'll pay for it ourselves. We do ultrasounds as well. And it makes a huge difference when they see that little baby playing around in their little bellies. It's a reality. And they realize this is a human life. That we're having specifically is we find it's going to be an exam room, and so what we're looking for is either a midwife or a doula, or if we can offer to see if we can get an OB to come and rent the space, utilize it to see young ladies, because there is no OBGYN within 24 miles of Sealy.
We're also blessed beyond measure to partner with the Sealy Christian Food Pantry. The Food Pantry has been a part of our ministry since its founding, but it really got to kick off during COVID in a way that we wouldn't have expected. The Food Pantry operated in downtown Sealy, and as such, because of protocols for COVID, they were no longer able to operate there. The city kicked them out and said, shut them down. They weren't able to operate there because of the restrictions and because of the way that they operated. They also, all of the food that they were getting in partnership with the Houston Food Bank required that they go into an emergency mode and be delivered food in pallets. They didn't have space for that where they were. God blessed LifeBridge with a sanctuary that is a warehouse with roll-up doors. We are ready-made for pallets. We have space to be able to offer. And so we were blessed to be that blessing and partner with them in a bigger way, in a way that we would not have anticipated. And even as the food pantry now has bought some other land and is looking to expand and feed even more people in Austin County in another location, we have been so blessed to be able to come in here every Sunday morning and see this food and see the partnership, to see in a concrete way the way God has blessed us to be a blessing for others.
Well, right now we are serving probably 150, but during the actual full-blown COVID, we were serving as many as 200 250 to 300 families per week.
Prior to the pandemic, when we were in our brick and mortar facility, which we would call our home, we were only feeding about 75 to 100 families per week, which is, about 500 family members. So with the impact of the pandemic, it's just been huge as far as increasing the number of people that are in need within the Sealy community and some of our surrounding areas.
You have to, right now during the pandemic, anyone that was needing food, we, per the Houston Food Bank guidelines, cannot turn them away because we don't know what the underlying circumstances are. But when we were located over in our brick and mortar building, we have to qualify them based on their income and the number in their family.
Come March 20 and the pandemic, everything changed drastically because the mayor of Sealy actually came in and closed our doors and said that we did not meet the guidelines of social distancing and we could no longer serve out of that facility. But, praise God, as the mayor of Sealy was closing one door, our great and awesome God was opening another one right here at LifeBridge. And so this provided a facility for us to be able to take that next step and be able to meet CDC guidelines and be able to set up a drive-through. The facility here, being a warehouse type situation, allows for us to be able to put our pallets of food in here. It allows a driveway for us to be able to do drive-through distribution. And so it's been a wonderful solution for us to be able to meet the needs of the community during this pandemic. With the drive-through, everything is almost like a one-size-fits-all, because we give everybody a bag or a box of food that is like non-perishables, canned goods, dry beans, rice, cereal, soups, canned meats, things like that. In addition to that, they get a bag of frozen protein, some type of chicken, beef, fish, any type of frozen protein. We also have bakery donations that come to us via Prosex, via Walmart, different places like that, and so they get a bag of pastries. They also get a dozen eggs. If the food bank provides any extra items that might be non-food items, possibly cleaning supplies, hand sanitizers, you name it, we also push that out the door. But everything is each family gets the exact same thing. The big difference with that is when we were at the pantry, because we were interviewing each client, we knew the size of the family, and so we were able to customize that family's needs by providing them with, if it was a family of 5 or a family of 8 or a family of 1, we were able to match that need with what we were pushing out the door. But right now, I would say on average, we give about 50 pounds of food per family.
We hope that you've enjoyed this chance to get to know LifeBridge and our pregnancy center and the food pantry just a little bit better. The partnerships that we have been blessed with are something that is very dear to our hearts. And we are constantly looking for other ways to be able to partner with other agencies and with other people in our community. We hope that maybe you'll join us in a partnership sometime. Come by and see us. We'd love to be with you. God bless.